Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to show you a really simple nail tutorial actually. It's just one color full set. So this is what I use to make the nails. This is the cleanser, also a sanitizing spray, the cuticle oil, primer, and this is something new. This is the IVD Intense Seal. 100% UV dry and it's non-cleansing, and I don't really like using this top gel. I don't know why I did, because I have other ones, but I just tried that out and I'm not really liking it. However, this is the color gel that I use. This is kind of peachy, rose-colored beige. I don't know how to explain the color, but it's kind of beige, peachy, kind of. You'll see in the video. It's called Columbine Rose, and this is the One Face Rose Clear gel that I kind of build the nail with and use as a base. And we had to extend a couple nails, so I used these nail forms. These are actually from aliexpress.com, and they were really cheap. I think this was like 500 pieces, and they are really nice. Like, I love using them. So yeah, that's that. And let's go. Before doing anything, we want to cleanse the nails, and as you can see, I've already prepped them. So we just cleanse them to make sure all dust is gone and they're super clean, and then we can apply our products. So we start off by applying one coat of this primer that I showed you. This is the Ultra Bond primer that dries by air, and I really like this primer. And then I apply this nail form, and you should just apply the way you apply a nail form. Just make sure that the natural nail is flush to the form, or as flush that it is possible. God, I can't speak today. But yeah, make it as even and close to the natural tip of her nail. So yeah, that's how I applied it. And then we can prime that nail as well. So the first thing I like to do after priming is that I take my One Face Rose Clear Gel and I apply 2 layers. I try to make them as thin as possible, and I do 2 layers just to really cover everything up, because I feel like when you cure one layer and you take out the hand, the gel isn't really covering the whole space, like the whole space where you want the nail to be covered with gel. So with 2 layers it really covers the whole nail, and it gives you a really nice base to apply your design. Apply like a layer the way you normally would. I just brush on the gel. Nothing too special. This is the easiest way for me, and I always do this. And I try to be really careful to not get any air bubbles in the gel, because that's really easy to get. Like, that is so easy to get the bubbles. But I feel like when you're brushing the gel, like I do right now, you don't get much bubbles, and the nail is really thin and beautiful, and you get an even amount of gel all over the nail. And the thumb, I just do like, well, just how I always do when I extend nails. How do I explain? Well, we have a nail form, so I just apply the gel all over the natural nail first, just to cover it up before we extend it, and I don't like cure in between. I don't know how to explain. I cannot speak today. However, like you see, I'm covering her thumbnail, and then I'm just correcting the nail form because I felt like it didn't sit well, so I just corrected it a bit. You want it to be really nicely flush to her nails. So now I'm just taking a string of gel and shaping the outer tip of the nail and just filling it in with the gel. So it's really super easy. Like, the only difficult thing about extending with nail forms is to apply the nail form, because because if it doesn't fit or if it doesn't just sit there and it's loose, then everything is just gonna be a disaster. And now I'm applying the second coat the same way we did the other one, brushing the gel onto the nail. And be really careful not to touch the cuticle or the sidewalls, because if you touch the skin, that could cause an allergic reaction and the nails won't last long because you'll get liftings, and that's really not nice. On the thumb, I just do the exact same thing. I don't do anything special because we have the first layer on already, so I just brush on the second one as I would on the other one. Now you want to be really careful when you remove the nail form, because otherwise you can just snap off the extension. So I always pull the form downwards and just take it off. If you pull it like upwards, you can just snap the tip off and all your work will be done for nothing. So stir around the color gel, the Columbine Rose that I showed you in my haul. And when you stir the color gel, the pigment will be all even and nice. And as you can see, I'm just brushing the color gel on like I brushed on the One Face Rose Clear. We don't want any bubbles or anything. We really want the gel to be even. And again, nothing special with the thumb. I'm just applying, like I did the other nails, a really thin coat. I noticed this looks really thick, but it's not. I really made sure to have thin layers.
Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe.
So now I'm applying the second coat of this color gel. I will be applying 3 coats total, but don't worry, because the layers are really thin, the nails won't be thick. But we really want the color to be perfect. So we apply 3 coats, and that's normal for me. When I use color gel, I often go for 3 layers. So that's not too crazy actually. And now I'm just applying my last layer. Have you noticed my pink dust collector? It's so pretty. I love the pink color. Is it weird to have like the dust collector in the background? Does it look weird? I don't know. I also noticed that when I use it, the dust kind of doesn't get like directly in the dust bag. I get dust everywhere on my table. Like, am I doing something wrong? Do you know how to use it properly? If you know them, please leave a comment down below, because I hate having dust everywhere. It's so annoying. So now that the design is done, I just seal everything up with my rose clear one phase gel, and I do the exact same steps no matter what design I do, because this could be glitter, this could be foil, anything. This is my way of doing gel nails. I always do this, and this time we did the color gel all over. So if you follow these steps, you can make like any design you want. So it's really simple and easy, and your nails will last like forever. So when I cover the whole nails with the gel, I take a string of gel and I just apply it all over where we need some extra product. And yeah, so just take some strings and apply them wherever you need some more product. And I usually take more on the middle parts of the nail and less on the outer corners of the nails.
While we leave, don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me.
And now we can finally cleanse the nails and perfect the shape. So I'm using the sanitizing spray to cleanse them, and these lint-free wipes that I love. So I'll just quickly show you how I file the nails. You can obviously do your way. This is only my way of doing. I always go around the side walls of the nails, and I try to make sure that the tip area is a lot thinner than the rest of the nail, because we want the cuticle area and the tip area to be really thin, because that way the nails will feel really natural. You won't feel that you have a lot of product on your nails. You get like a really natural feel to them, and I think that's really important. So this is my way of filing. And voila, the shape is done, and we have of course cleansed the nails again to get rid of all the dust. So this is what they look like. Really nice shape. I think the shape is super important if you want nice nails, so give that some time. And now we just apply the cuticle area. What am I talking about? Now we just apply the primer around the cuticle area. And I always do this step before applying the top coat. I don't know why, I feel like maybe that's gonna help. I don't know, I just always do this. This is my way of doing, and I would recommend it, honestly, because I never get lifting, like, ever. So this is the IBD Intense Seal that I don't really like, because if you apply like a little bit too much, then it will move around in the UV lamp, and that's so annoying. Ugh, I don't like this top coat. However, I'm just applying one thin coat, and I mean it, like, try to apply a thin coat, because this gel will move around in the lab. So now that that's done, we don't have to cleanse the nails, so I go straight on to the cuticle oil. This is my peachy scented one. I love this one. And then massage it into the skin. And don't miss the step, like, you really need cuticle oil, because her nails will be super dry after this, or at least they should be, because you want super dry nails to apply the product on, otherwise they won't stick. So this is the final product, and my camera will not focus. However, I hope you like this video. If you do, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you so much